Okay, hello Twitch and YouTube. Been a while since I streamed/recorded more of the Long Dark, but we're picking up from where we left off. So excuse me as I'm reminding myself where we were. So presumably we just walked in to the Quonset garage, but in fact we've got a lit torch and we're in the garage. Do I need to do any inventory managing before we head out? Probably want to try sleeping the night away. Is, well, fairly late night. So going forward, we're now after the election, so if you've been following along, most of the other stuff was recorded prior to the election, whereas this is recorded after the election in the US. Still don't necessarily know exactly what the schedule is going to be. So if you're watching on YouTube, this will be, well, there wouldn't have been any breaks for you, but this will be one of the first ones I've recorded recently, or recorded early on Twitch in a while. But if you're watching along on YouTube, you haven't had a break, but at this point you should pretty much be caught up where we were recording. So going forward, stuff recorded on Twitch will probably go up within a week of it being recorded. I don't have any intent to record as far ahead as I was before, at least for the near future. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do right now is, don't necessarily have enough energy today to do a particularly long recording session, but I'm going to probably try to map the Crumbling Highway, which is the transition zone from Coastal Highway to Destination Point, where we finished mapping in the last batch of recordings. So this first part of the episode will probably be getting back to Crumbling Highway. Looks like we've got a viewer. Hello! On Twitch. So this is being recorded live on Twitch to upload to YouTube. At this point we've got most of the basics put together, that unless I make a major mistake, the run should continue. There shouldn't be any dying. Worst we've run into recently is we've been mauled a couple times by wolves. Which, in both situations, I was pretty much at full health, so being mauled by wolves caused a lot of condition damage and made us go through a lot of medical supplies, as well as all our bandages. I believe we recovered most of it by now. And, yeah, so with the equipment we got, survival is really more of being careful, so we're going to start pretty heavily mapping. Already completed mapping to the Destination Point. I'm going to do the Crumbling Highway in this play session. I don't necessarily know how many videos that will take. It's hard to use, concerned. But I'll probably do it all in one stream here on Twitch. Unless it starts getting really long. It gets into like, well, I don't expect it to take 7 hours, so it will probably be done in one stream. Yeah, very, very, very early morning is about the coldest time in the day as far as the character is concerned. And 2 bear coats help a lot, but 2 bear coats are not perfect as far as solving all our temperature issues. There's a little bit of streaming, or a little bit of sprinting. Keep the character. We need too much condition damage.
Goddamn freezing.
As well as the fatigue character bit, because I suspect to easily map Crumbling Highway, I probably will want to kill one or both of the wolves in the Crumbling Highway. And if I take too much finishing damage from the cold, but I might run the risk of actually dying if I get into a wolf struggle due to a bad bow strike. Really, the main cost to sprinting places is calories and fatigue. Where if we want to recover condition, losing fatigue isn't a problem because we can sleep to get it back, which gives us condition as well. Calories aren't really an issue as long as we have sources of food that are fairly abundant and pre-gathered. So in this case, I know I've got bear meat and I got moose meat back at the Quonset. So I'm not too worried about running low on calories, because I can always backtrack over there to get food. And I'm a little bit more worried about being low on condition if we run into the wolves in the... Well, if I decide to kill the wolves in here, I'm a little more worried about being low on condition. That wasn't good. What do I want to... That's what I wanted. I do want to warm up before we face those wolves, which is why I'm not going to go kill right now. Not get jump scared by the wolves. Okay, so we're in here. This is a good place to warm up. I've been through here a couple times, so I don't know I'm really taking the time to search anything, because I know there isn't going to be anything in here. It's particularly useful. Right at that. Let's not carry around a torch. Disassemble that. Drink our water. Now the character's not going to sleep 6 hours, but I'll tell him he can try if he wants to. Okay, it sounds like it's a blizzard. It's not quite the weather we want. Yeah, that's not the weather we want. Have I searched this one? Yes. The truck is locked. A little bit of beach combing while the blizzard's going.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
the best amount of pull damage I'm going to take. Let's run back to the coast so we can get back into warm. Warm in the cave. We are warm in the cave. Okay.
Damn. Freezing.
Get this fire started. If we can have a fire going in the coastal highway, that'll allow us to be a little bit more productive as we try to map it. So that means we can zone out the rules a little easier.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Switch to, okay. There's the barrier right about there, okay. And the blizzard, as you might imagine, is fairly cold. Oh, I do need that warming bus to stay warm. Required a bit of clothing. Well, we required a clothing bit on that run on out. We've got what we already have, so we'll go ahead and harvest it for the cloth. Pass a little bit of time to actually get our fish cooked. Yeah, we got the fish cooked. Blizzard's still going. Trying to decide what I want to do as far as the blizzard continuing. It's probably not a good idea to be out there for an extended period of time with the blizzard going. That's the dressing. I've got two, because I just got one of the things, so I can make another one of those up. I don't know, think about it. No, because I need 3 of them for that, okay. Let's dug out, see what we can see in the blizzard. Resources. Definitely too cold to get a branch while we're out here. Grab some lichen though. Mushrooms. That was close. Okay, let's get back to our warmth.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
sources of food while we're waiting for this blizzard to pass. It's a little bit in the way of us trying to map, after all. Could, in theory, have enough resources to stay warm here in this cave, as long as we need to. Mostly in the form of coal. Could sleep for 3 hours. It's a little bit more efficient back. We're gonna be way too warm next to this fire during this quick sleep. This should get the blizzard to pass. Yeah, we can hear it's gone away at this point. Let's try to get some mapping going. Is it going to let us map from in the cave is a good question. Next to our fire, and it will. So that's the cave. Here in Coastal Highway. Coastal Highway kind of goes through here. Probably where we're heading up to next. So let's go ahead and harvest as much fuel back from this fire as we can. At the same time, I want to disassemble some of the worst torches. A worn out one here. Just because I will need sticks going forward to keep the fires going. So we want to be burning coal like I did to keep this fire going through the blizzard. Going forward if I can avoid it. Okay, apparently with a torch up in this nice weather, our character is warm. It's always good to know. Contemplating where I want to set up the next little campfire. Doesn't really need to be a warm campfire, as I'm thinking about it. I just wanted to map it easy and spawn. So we want bit. Obviously, want to map the road collapse here. Is one of the named locations after all. Do I have time? Current torch? No, I need a second torch. We'll stick like 3 or 4 sticks in this fire, which should be enough for us to do the mapping. This map location. Probably reveal about a third of the titular highway in Crumbling Highway in one mapping go. So there's the road collapse. Roughly the same trick we did on the last fire, where I just pull out all the torches and basically harvest the leftover fuel so that we can carry on with it. Oh, bunny. Well, actually, after making all that porridge, I probably have plenty of food on me that I should be eating. Instead of thinking about hunting things, let's focus on my primary thought process, which is let's get the mapping done. While the weather is good. Needless to say that most certainly the mine entrance is going to be a location, so get a fire set up and map the mine entrance. As far as actually filling out the map, probably doing this mapping here won't reveal very much of the map, because we're right up against the corner of the map.
All right.
Out of charcoal. I don't want to fix that. I know how I can fix that. The answer is I could go back to one of the older fires that we lit. Retrieve some charcoal. Let's sprint over there. I think that's one of the map locations as well. Give me one? No, you're not even gonna give me any. Oh dear. I did not get my fire in time. You will probably give me one. Ah, it didn't give me any, oh dear. The fire I slept at probably burned long enough. So, for those who are interested in the mechanics of spawning charcoal when you disassemble fires, I know it's something like you get 1 charcoal for every hour of fuel burnt in the fire. I remember how I can path out here. There's the way up. And it is fuel burnt in the fire, not time that you put in the fire. Because I'm pretty sure I put more than an hour of fuel in the fire that was next to where the old deer corpse was. Just apparently it wasn't, didn't actually be going for a full hour. Must have improved at harvesting enough by then. No, I dipped in here because I was expecting to find left a pile of coal here, except the answer to I left a pile of coal at the other end of the mine, and I'm not going to traipse to the mine right now. Wait, so the weather is still decent as far as mapping's concerned, but I'm out of mapping supplies, so I have to find a fire where I left some coal in it. Which is plausibly fairly difficult. Seeing as I don't think I've actually lit that many campfires in
Feels like night is coming.
place. Okay, so no campfire here. There's a bit of wood, but I don't need that wood right now. So I'm gonna have to go back down to that cave where we slept the night. I'm also not seeing any sticks. I'm seeing branches and stuff I can harvest for sticks. But we've got the good weather, and I prefer to not waste it by harvesting sticks. From places where I can't just press to grab. There we go. Got more trouble over there than I was expecting, but some of the pre-spawned fires have, I think from game mechanics standpoint, have been presumed to be pre-used. Because what, I only put the recoal and the wooden log into it. Well, and a stick. Which I would not have assumed would be 8 hours worth of fuel. Where's the potential in all that faffing about I did just now to require charcoal that the weather has turned such that it will not allow me to map? Which would be annoying if that is the case.
I did it.
Nope, nope. Partially wrong. Managed to get one more mapping off. For dusk, that's a pretty good looking dusk. I was worried for a moment when I saw the green tinge of that dusk, and we had an aurora popping up. Making liberal use of the sprint mechanic, because I know where my character's food is coming for the next couple episodes. They're going to be sticking around the coastal highway area. So I can always go gather the moose meat or the bear meat that I cooked earlier to eat. And I would like to get a little bit more condition damage back, a little low on condition, for situations where I might run into wolves. So, burning off the condition, or burning off the fatigue so I can recover it by taking a nice long sleep is not a bad idea at the moment.
That's done.
Okay, so we got cave, mine, road collapsed, cave down here. There's the end of the road thing over here. We've already got the abandoned Harris home over here, so we probably just need a map here, map over the entrance, and we've pretty much actually mapped Coastal Highway. Is a transition zone, and after all, it's not that big. 6 do I have? 3? I would appreciate having, like, 4 to toss the next fire. It should give me... Oh, maybe it doesn't tell me. Maybe there isn't anything special about this one. From a map descriptor standpoint. Let's map about here. And we'll find out by mapping if it actually puts a marker on the map. Has been a hot minute since the last time I did a faithful cartographer run on Stalker, which wasn't recorded, but did it myself, so I do have the achievement. Completing faithful cartographer on Interloper will not award any achievements. Oh, the visibility went, so I just wasted a bunch of sticks. Oh dear. Okay, and wind has picked up. We're no longer going to stay warm out here, so let's go dive back into the mine before we do the rest of the torches assembling. They require sticks. Let's see, can I find a couple lumps of coal? So by the looks of it, when I pick up the next session, because looking at this as far as YouTube is concerned, and it's coming up on when I want to put an episode break in the YouTube, or put an episode break in for YouTube. So if you're watching on Twitch, the stream will continue. I may take a moment to get up and acquire my key, but the stream will continue. But the YouTube for the YouTube video, I will put a break in shortly. I'm gonna loot up a couple more pieces of coal, and then we're gonna see the cave entrance. And then hopefully in the next YouTube video, because we've got about half of Coastal Highway mapped already, hopefully we'll be able to map the other half. You know, I'm gonna empty the box. Generally don't like doing that because I think the coal in those boxes is non-renewable versus the random stuff laying around the floor, but they don't have a complete list of which ones are renewable and which ones are not. So I could be wrong, and those could be renewable. And there's probably times where I'm wrong, and the ones I assume that are on the floor and are renewable because of it are in fact not either. So I'm not going to do the deep dive in the code mines to figure out which ones are respawning and which ones aren't. But needless to say, coal is a renewable resource in this game. A lot of the more naturally occurring spots for coal are actually respawning. So burn coal like it sticks, assuming you're taking the time to gather enough of it for your needs. Looks like well, sounds like a blizzard kicked up in the meantime when we're looking around the cave. It could have just gotten very, very windy. And with that, that's where I'm going to go ahead and put the break as far as YouTube's concerned. So if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to join me tomorrow again on YouTube at 6 p.m. when I'll have the next video up. There will presumably be a second part of this video, or a second part of the stream being video form coming up for you on YouTube tomorrow. If you're on Twitch, hang around. I will continue streaming as soon as I get my tea. Till then, hope everyone's having a good time. Catch you all later.